Now we put some clamps onto the mainsprings to contain them so we can remove the plates from the movement. So let's have a look and see what size clamps we're going to need to fit the springs. By turning the movement over and then having a look to see, yeah, that'll hold that one. I hope I have another one of those. And it's not on another clock movement somewhere, nope. So movement back there. That's the first half of the operation. We've found out the mainspring clamp sizes now. Now we've got to get the let-down tool that fits the arbor size. They're normally number 6 is the standard size. That's number 6, it's too big. Actually it's number 7, it was left in there. Right, we'll go back to that one. Number 6, too big. So we'll try 5. Yep, 5's the size we want. Let down tool normally comes with 3 different sizes. 10 and 12, 7 and 8, and 5 and 6. Right, first thing we do, turn the movement over and slide the clamp on so it just sits there. Well, there's the click, all right. So what we're going to do now, this piece here is called a click, and that's a click spring. What we're going to do is we're going to put the let down tool on, tighten it up 1/4 of a turn, and then put a screwdriver in underneath the click spring and hold it out and let the let down tool slowly spin round in our hand, which releases the tension of the mainspring onto this clamp. The clamp will hold it. So I'll get that ready. Part of it turn up, hold it, screwdriver into the click, let it down a little bit, because we want to get this clip here in the center of the spring, not on one side. So we'll move that over a bit. It's a bit tighter now, so it'll sit there once we get it there. Let down tool on again. Screwdriver under the click. Let the let down tool spin round in your hand until all the pressure is taken by the clamp. There's the clamp. That spring is now safe to take out. It won't unwind dramatically. Now for the second one, we see that the spring is a little bit too wide for the clamp to fit at the moment. So we take the clamp out and wind up the mainspring a little bit, few turns, so we can get the clamp on. down. Slide that around. Now that's, the clamp is now on. It's loose, as you can see. Back to the other side. That click. That click is, oh no, we'll be able to get that on the side. It's a bit hard to get at there. I've removed the top plate from the movement, as you can see. It'll be easier for you to see exactly what I'm doing with the let down tool, which is here. That is a click, that piece there. That's a click spring. That's a ratchet. That's a winding arbor that the let down tool is sitting on. I put a bit of pressure on the let down tool, wind it slightly, then put the screwdriver in behind the click. You can see it moving there. Hold it out and let the let down tool run round in your hand until all the pressure is gone. Now we're ready to start taking the movement to pieces. We'll take out the escape wheel first, that wheel there. The escape wheel is always at the top of the time train, sits right at the top there. It's an easy one to pick because you'll notice the difference in the shape of the teeth from the escape wheel to a normal wheel down here. Next we'll take out the motion works. That's that piece there. This is a Cannon arbor. That piece there. The hour hand. The hour hand of the clock sits on there. It's held on there by friction. We'll put that over there. Now we'll take that wheel there out. Right, now we'll start taking out the levers. We'll take this one out first. They both come out, all right, fair enough. That's the lift lever. That's the count lever. That's the lever that drops into the maintenance cam, as we'll see later on. That's the lever that arrests the pin on the warning wheel. Right, now we'll take out some other pieces. That's still attached with the spring, the hammer lever, so we'll leave that there. This is the time side. This is the strike side over here. We'll take the time side out first. There's a great wheel. That's T1, T2 and T3 down the bottom there. We'll remove them one at a time. I'll put them in a tray over there. Keep all the time side together. Then T2. And T1, the first wheel. on the time train. There it is there. We'll leave the great wheel for the moment. We're going to do something different with those in a moment. We're going to let the springs down. Now we'll go to the strike side. We'll take out the first wheel as such, and it is the fly. The fly always sits on the top of the strike chain. This is the count wheel, you can see, with the deep slots in it. The great wheel sits underneath it down there. This is S1, S2 and S3. We'll take S3 out. It's a little bit tight, there we go. S3, also known as the warning wheel. You can see a pin on it. Any wheel in a clock movement that has a pin on it is in the strike side or in the chime side. Now S2. Also called the maintenance cam. Those two pins there that you can see activate the hammer. You can see the lever there. That lever there is activated by those pins. Now S1, the first wheel on the strike side. Now you'll notice here there is a piece of wire. There's a piece of wire there. That's a spring that keeps a little bit of positive pressure on the hammer lever. So that wraps round the side of the plate. So I'll remove that. Having done that, the lever comes straight out. That's a hammer. That's a little spring up there. We'll talk about the gauge of wire as we get further into things. And what I'll do now is I'll remove the great wheel from the strike side and put that aside for a moment. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to let down the spring on the time side, because at this stage none of you have got a spring winder, so you need to be able to let down a spring so you can clean it, grease it and get it ready to put back into the movement again. If you want to learn how to service, repair and restore 19th and 20th century mechanical clocks, then subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell.